Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Uphill Will, and I am Will. Today we are Doupont State Park. This is my first time here. I've wanted to come here for a really long time, but I didn't want to come by myself. However, I happened to be on a trip this weekend. I was in the area, and I decided this morning I'm going to try it out, and I'm going to take the pivot switchblade and see what this place is like. So you can join me for my first time ever. And if we get lost, we're getting lost together. Let's get into it. We are going to be looking for the Gem Branch Trail, and that's what we're going to take to climb up and try. We're going to do the Ridgeline Trail first. So you'll just be with me as the no e-bikes, no pedal assist. And as always, I forgot to start my Strava. Good, how are you?
Good.
Alright, so as you come around, there's a pond right here that you went around off the road that came up right here in Gem Branch Trail. Looks like it has a little bit of a rocky climb, so we're gonna try it out. I've actually seen this on a few of the videos, so let's get it. Let's just go up this way, which may be the go around. So you definitely could have continued that climb. I came the easy way around this way, but if you did that climb and come out right here. Today is Monday, and I rode Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I rode at Kanuki yesterday all day. And that was the last, maybe the first one there, but definitely the last one to leave. So my legs are tired, but we're gonna push through it so we can check out Doupont State Park for the first time ever. It's pretty. Alright, so right after I turned my camera off, I noticed that my tire was a little squirmy, and it is going low here, and I'm not sure why. Luckily, I brought this pump with me. So this little pump is a game changer. Unfortunately, I only have 50% of the battery left, so I'm going to try to see how far we go. I am so glad I invested in it. I've already had to use it actually twice on this trip, which is the most I've ever used it. Alright, so let's keep going uphill, but let's keep pedal on and see how this tire holds up. Alright, come up onto an intersection here. Isaac Heather Trail, I'm not sure where that goes to. We're gonna bypass that. We're gonna keep on. Looks like we're almost to the end of this trail. And I know no one shows climbing, which is one of the reasons that I started this channel, and I always forget to do videos on it. Okay, looks like I'm gonna continue up here. Anyway, sorry, when you're riding new places, you gotta stop and check trail forks pretty often. Anyway, as I was saying, my trip to Pisgah for the first time and riding up like Clawhammer for the first time, I was just complaining because I saw lots of videos on how awesome that Pisgah is to ride, but what I didn't see is how hard the climbs were to get those rides. And I complained a lot about those climbs, as a new beginner mountain biker, that was a little daunting for me. I'm so glad I did it, and I felt very rewarded. I realized how slow I was compared to the group I was riding with. Compared to you and now, with lots of pedaling time in. But that's where Uphill Will started, because I was like, this is stupid. No one ever talks about the climbs, how long it takes, how steep they are, like getting lost on the climbs. And that's originally how I came up with the Uphill Will name. All right, we got some horseback riders, so we're gonna stop and let them through. I appreciate it, thank you. They're beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Enjoy your
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you have a good day as well. All right, so even though the horseback rider said I could come on up, I didn't on purpose, because I want to show you the proper trail etiquette for horses, whether you like them or not on the trails. I think it's really important for us as mountain bikers to stop, move our bikes out of the way, and let them by. So we don't freak the horses out. Or I needed a break anyway. And as you can see on this climb, this is not really much of a climb right here. It's flat. GoPro effect probably made the rest of the climb look flat. It was not flat. So if you don't have trail forks, I strongly suggest downloading it. It'll really help you navigate any trail system that you want to ride. All right, so here we are at an intersection. I know that I'm going to be taking a left, the four-way intersection, and I'm taking a left. So the trail that I'm looking for must be up here. Okay, yeah, I'm going to use Hooker Creek Trail. Again, I get really confused myself, so if you're one of those people that gets confused on trail forks and stuff, you're not the only one. I actually questioned myself on that for a second, because when I looked at it in advance, which I typically don't, I just thought I would be turning off of that road right onto the trail, but I've got a connector here to get to Ridgeline. That's what we're shooting for. Okay, so as I stated, I came from Hooker Creek Trail. Here's a sign. I came to an intersection. You can go that way or you can go straight. It looks like I'm gonna go straight on this one because this way cuts into, it's called Hooker Creek Trail Lower. It actually cuts into Ridgeline Trail, but it's not the whole trail. And so far I'm at 2.36 miles, so we're gonna go up. So you can actually take a left here at the Hooker Creek Lower and go that way to get to Ridgeline. I am going to keep going up. This climb is very moderate, so that's the reason I'm choosing this. It's not hard at all. And you're a newer rider, or maybe a intermediate level, and you don't do a lot of climbing, this is a good one to start with. All right, we're coming up on another intersection here. How's it going? Okay, so yeah, we're gonna take a left. So we're at 2.5 miles to get to here. We're gonna take a left, go down Hickory Mountain Road until it intersects with Hickory Mountain Loop and the Ridgeline Trail. I want to make sure to show you all the intersections so you know how to navigate. I think that's more important than just showing all the fun downs. All right, this is Boundary Trail. We're going to keep going straight. This is just me helping you figure out how to ride an area that I've always wanted to ride for over 5 years now. I've wanted to come here and ride. So thank you for joining me along. If you stuck around this long, hit that like and subscribe button. Drop a comment if you live in the area, what your favorite routes are here at Doupont, or in the Pisgah area. Like, let's help out people that are like me in the very beginning and give them an idea of where they could ride easily. And so far, I think that's a good start here. I'm right at almost at 3 miles right now. But like you see, this is flat. So like, that first little bit of climb was most of the climb. It was very easy to do. And I know that I am looking at it through the lens of having experience in climbing. And we got some sort of shelter here. Beautiful out in the open. Looks like we'll be getting to a trailhead here in a second. Okay, Ridgeline Trail, Hickory Mountain Loop. Oh, just in time for the video my wife calls. It was a pretty easy climb. We're at 3 miles to get to here. We're at Ridgeline Trail. There is a loop right here. It's 1.5 miles. It's called Hickory Mountain Loop. All right, if you've stuck around this long, we have gotten to the top of our climb. We're here at the Ridgeline Trail. I'm going to drop in. If you want to see that video, stay tuned because it's coming up next. This is how you get to the Ridgeline. 3 miles, a little bit over 3 miles, pretty moderate climb, and we're going to do the descent now. So thank you for sticking around, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button.